Hello YouTube, and today we're going to be talking about Nintendo and how they shadow dropped a Direct. That is right, they shadow dropped a Nintendo Direct. But it's not like a big Nintendo Direct or even a partner showcase. They shadow dropped a Star Fox Direct. Hell yeah, that's right. We got a new Star Fox Direct. I've already watched this already, but I want to talk about it, and I'm kind of going to do a kind of reaction to it, even though I've already watched it. It is a brand new Star Fox game. It is a remake of 64. It's another remake, even though technically the last remake was Zero, and that was a reimagining of Star Fox 64. And then before that was Star Fox 64 3DS, which technically was a port, but with updated graphics. And before that, or at least a remaster, and then before that, we got Star Fox 64, which itself is a remake of Star Fox 1 on the Super Nintendo. So, yeah, this game's been technically remade 4 times before, and now 5 times. So, there's a new game announced, and it looks great, and I want to kind of talk about it and react to it. So, we're going to react to it right now. Again, I love Nintendo. I have a lot of Nintendo games. Look at all these games. Look at all these games. Look at all of them. Look at them. I have more over here. Those are the ones that I picked up for you to show. But let's react to this. I'm trying to skip the intro because it's just an intro. They show off a clip from the Super Mario Galaxy. And look at that 2D clip from the 2D movie. That's a 2D segment. That's cool. I actually haven't seen the movie yet. I already knew that reveal was there because they announced it through a poster. That's interesting. But here is the game announcement, and it is about specifically the events of Star Fox 1, and the scenes are atmospheric. It is a remake of 64 because it is a remake in a lot of 64 scenes. We got. I mean, I actually liked the graphics very much. Originally, I thought how the characters talked and moved, I thought it was giving off a puppet look. Because just look how they move and stuff. Like they're not really doing a lot of movements with their hands, and they're mostly just talking with their body and stuff and their mouth. And it gives off kind of puppet vibes, at least. But really watching the animation and really like studying this, I've come off thinking, okay, that's not the case at all. That's not the case at all. I think it's just kind of stilted animation, which, yeah, it's kind of bad. I will agree that's bad. But honestly, I don't hate the look of this game. I actually really like the look of everything. I love the characters' designs. I like just the environments. I like the look of this game. It looks good to me. It looks fun. And of course, this is very much more cutscene heavy. You can just already see with what we're seeing here now. It is very much cutscene heavy. And I feel like that's because I feel like Nintendo is going through a cinematic phase now. They're really focusing on the cinematics of everything, because we had Donkey Kong Bonanza, which when you first look at the trailer and stuff, you think, oh, it's just a normal 3D platformer from Nintendo. But really looking at the cutscenes, again, I have not played the game myself. I'm only going off of what I've seen on YouTube because I don't have a Switch 2 yet. I hope to get one very soon. But what I have seen of Donkey Kong Bonanza, the animations kind of just look like Pixar level animations and stuff. Like just how they're animated and how the characters move and kind of react to things. It just kind of very much gave more cinematic qualities in its animation than previous Nintendo games. Like even Super Mario Odyssey didn't have this cinematic quality to it that Donkey Kong Bonanza has. And it's very fascinating. And then we had Metroid Prime 4, which technically isn't the main Nintendo studio. It is a Nintendo studio because they own Retro Studios, the developers of Metroid Prime 4. But it's still not a main Nintendo development team. But it was still very cinematic. The cutscenes were very Marvel-esque with its writing and its characters. And again, I still have not played Metroid Prime 4 for myself. I'm still looking forward to it. I just want to wait until I get a Switch 2, like I said before. But of course, the game is on Switch 1. I just want that mouse control, the Joy-Con mouse controls. I want to play with the Joy-Con mouse controls because it looks fun with those controls. But again, with those two games and with this game, it seems like Nintendo is very much focused on going more cinematic, which its approach. And I remember seeing a tweet on Blue Sky, a post on Blue Sky, from a poster who goes by Jaw Muncher. They talk about a lot of Dino Crisis stuff. They're a big Dino Crisis fan. And they're always talking about how there needs to be a Dino Crisis remake. But they made a post saying how Nintendo might be kind of learning from Capcom and its kind of cutscene and gameplay design, because when you play a Resident Evil game specifically in your first playthrough, you're watching the cutscenes, you're paying attention to the story, and you're enjoying it, you're having a great time. And then a second playthrough, you can just skip those cutscenes without it seeming disjointed. Unlike a Last of Us. A Last of Us very much will feel kind of disjointed if you skip the cutscenes even in your second playthrough, because the game is so developed around its narrative story that even if you like skip a cutscene and just go for the gameplay, it will feel like you're missing a large chunk of the game. While a Resident Evil, it feels fine. It feels well paced. It feels natural, even if you're not watching the cutscenes. And that's why a lot of people are kind of getting away with seeing a lot of cutscenes in this game. That there is going to be, more like you watch the cutscenes in your first playthrough, and then your second playthrough, it will feel like still natural, even if you skip cutscenes and stuff. And again, levels like there are some levels that are from the original game, and it is a remake. But I'm still wondering if we're going to see a lot more new stuff in this. Like I still wonder if we're going to see a lot of the new stuff. They did add they did add some new stuff in this. Like they add I don't know which one's gonna be shown first, so I don't want to just say it. Challenges. They added challenges and stuff to I'm guessing each planet and stuff. They added a challenge system so you can replay a mission and you can have different types of challenges to do, do this and that and this, and you can try to get all those challenges, and so you're always finding a way to replay the level multiple times over and over again. Again, this is still a remake of Star Fox 64. You complete all those challenges, so it does add a lot of replayability. And there's also a battle mode, which is a multiplayer mode for this game, and you can team up with Star Fox or Star Wolf, and fight the team. Now again, I need to clarify. I've only played Star Fox 64. So I'm not a big Star Fox fan. I definitely would like to play more of the series. So I'm excited for this remake because it looks good, and this multiplayer mode looks fun. It does look fun, and it would give a lot more reason for people to play it a lot more. Maybe not on the level of a Splatoon or something, but it's a good reason to at least have a good week, a couple weeks of just playing this game before you decide to stop playing it. So I feel like that it would be worthy of the $60 price tag, because the game is $60 for physical. It's $50 for digital because Nintendo's now doing the digital physical difference price thing, which I personally think is dumb. I think it's just because I feel like the $50 price tag is the real price tag, while the 60 is not the real one. That's just me. That's just me. Anyways, you got mouse Joy-Con support. Hell yeah. I love when they include mouse Joy-Con support. I love it. I hope a lot of third-party games start using it. Apparently, a lot of third-party games are not using it, which is a little upsetting. But hey, you can have one Joy-Con be a pilot and the other one be a mouse Joy-Con. That is actually kind of cool for two-player support. One can fly the plane for you, and the other one can just shoot. So I find that very fun, and this game looks fun. Like, it looks fun. So I'm very much excited to play this. I am excited to get a Switch 2 and get this game because it releases. I think they say the release date. It releases next month. Yeah, they shadow dropped a direct for Star Fox. They shadow dropped an announcement for Star Fox, and they are releasing it next month. Hell yeah. Now, there was a rumor going around that they were making a new Star Fox game, or remaking Star Fox again. I'm not really sure, but there was a rumor going around. I think it was from Nate the Hate, but I wasn't really paying attention. I only knew about it after I found out about the Ocarina of Time remake announcement, rumor. And I think it was from the same person, Nate to Hate, or at least it was from the same sources who were constantly saying, yes, there is a Star Fox remake, and there's also going to be an Ocarina of Time remake. And since we have confirmed that there is a new Star Fox game and that is being released, it really makes it look like the next thing to be announced from Nintendo is that Ocarina of Time remake. And I'm excited for it. A lot of people are worried that it's going to be a open world version of Ocarina of Time, which I don't think that's going to be the case. I think it's going to be just the original game, but in a new engine with newer graphics and stuff. I don't think it's going to be Breath of the Wild version of Ocarina of Time. I don't think that. I think it's still going to have that semi-open world kind of a design where it's a smaller world you explore and then it has linear levels and dungeons and stuff. So I think it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. But that is not the only thing they showed off today. If you have a Nintendo camera for your Switch 2, you can use in the Nintendo's game chat a VTuber model of the characters of Star Fox. So you can move around and talk and make facial reactions, and it is a VTuber model. It is a 3D model for the Nintendo camera when you use game chat, which honestly, what I've heard from, no one's using game chat. People rather just use Discord to play in their games. So this is honestly pointless, but it's funny. It's funny to me, and it's cool. And people who do actually use game chat, which I believe there's going to be like a few kids still using it and stuff. I think it's like mostly kids that use it, or a few people that use it and stuff. Content creators will use it for a video once or twice, but actual kids, it's fine. And this is a segment where they talk about how you could use to play this game. You can use to play the remake of this game. You can use the N64 controller they release for online members. So if you have the N64 controller, I don't know if you can still buy it. You can play the new Star Fox game with that. And here they talk about Star Fox Legacy. So they mention the Super Nintendo game, the N64 game. And then they mention Star Fox Adventures. And so that kind of makes me hope that that comes to... Because why mention... They don't even mention Zero, which is the next... Instead, they go straight... They don't even say it's coming. They just mention them. Like, this is the history of Star Fox. Why mention Star Fox Adventures if you're not going to release it on Nintendo GameCube Online? I think it's going to be released online, and I have not played Adventures, and it's the one Star Fox game that I really want to play the most, because it's just Zelda. It's just Zelda. I've heard good things from people who do love it, and I feel like I'm going to love it myself. I feel like it's got dinosaurs. I love dinosaurs. Yes, it's got that annoying, like, dinosaur character that's like just won't shut the fuck up. But I feel like I'm still going to love this game, and if it comes to GameCube Online, that'd be awesome. They do not mention it anywhere. They just mention the history, like, oh, this game released. And if you know the history of Star Fox Adventures, it wasn't even originally a Star Fox game. It's developed by Rare, who, you know, has made Banjo-Kazooie and Donkey Kong Country, and they were working on a N64 game called Dinosaur Planet. Well, Miyamoto came in and saw that and were like, well, what if you guys add Star Fox to the game? And so they did, and they started development for the GameCube instead, and we got Star Fox Adventures. So, you know, that's how this game was made. And I've always wanted to play it. And if it does come to Nintendo's GameCube online service, I'll play it. I'll play it. Have so much fun. So apparently, that footage you just saw is footage from Dino Crisis N64, because apparently it was released online or leaked online, and a bunch of fans decided to complete the game, finish the game, because the version that released was an unfinished version, and it's called like Dino Mod Enhanced, but you can play Dinosaur Planet, and I might have to play it. I mean, it looks fun. And that is not all they mentioned. They mention this. Now, in the original N64 game, the game begins with like a text scroll talking about James McCloud. It's talking about James McCloud, Star Fox. Star Fox. That's the name of their team. Fox McCloud's father. That's the name of Fox McCloud's father. And in that, it literally says that they were fighting battle and he died. Like, it very much implies that he's dead. This remake, however, says presumed dead. Right there. Presumed dead. And then we get this cutscene, which is it's a cutscene, sadly. You don't get to play it, which a lot of people are sad that you don't. But we're gonna watch it.
Which depicts a past battle involving James McCloud, father of the protagonist Fox. Thank you very much.
Come in, Star Fox. This is Corneria Defense Force Headquarters. Do you read?
Loud and clear. James McCloud here, General. Star Fox is on approach to Venom. No indications yet of any suspicious activity. We'll let you know what we find.
Proceed with caution. You're the first to set eyes on that place in years. And thank you for accepting this mission, James. You're the only one I can trust.
General Pepper, do you read me? Something's jamming long-range comms. Stay sharp, team.
Are you seeing this, James? According to my instruments, the atmosphere is highly toxic.
And we're doing this job for next to nothing? We're supposed to be mercs, not chumps.
There's more at stake here than our bottom line, Pigma.
Yeah, sure.
General Pepper says his people have detected signs of activity on Venom's surface. He's concerned it has something to do with Dr. Andros.
It's been years since Andros was banished here, James. If the atmosphere is poisonous...
All the more reason to figure out what's going on. Dr. Andros made mistakes, and he paid the price for them. But whatever else he is a genius. Maybe he found a way to survive.
Our leader, such a bleeding heart.
Where'd they come from?
Defensive formation! Pigma, where are you going?
It's like you told me. I'm getting into formation.
You two-timing swine!
What can I say? My new boss pays better.
Corneria must suffer. Death to all who stand in the way of my vengeance.
Was that Dr. Andros?
Don't let them escape!
I can't shake him.
Hey, Peppy! Catch!
James!
Peppy, are you there? Come in, Peppy. Do you read me? I'm losing altitude. Peppy, you need to get out of here. Warn the general.
Not without you, James.
That's an order. And Peppy, keep an eye on Fox.
So again, they don't show him dying or anything. They just show him flying off into the sky, and in that little text prompt saying "presumed dead." While the original, when you're reading that text scroll, it very much kind of implies that he was killed during there. But it kind of seems like they're going to bring him back, maybe. I think they're having this new cutscene so they can bring him back in either in this remake or in a sequel that they're possibly planning. Who knows? I think they're gonna have James play a big role in this, and that will be interesting. I kind of agree with everyone that this intro is not playable. That would have been cool. It would have been cool to play this a little bit, and then go into the cutscene. That would have been a little bit cool, but it's interesting. I think since they are very much with this text scroll saying presumed dead, like it just says presumed dead, they're gonna bring him back. I think they're gonna bring him back, and that's what they're very much doing with this remake. Of course, a lot of people hope that this remake is basically Nintendo just like people are hoping that this remake is being made as a tech demo for an actual sequel of this game. But here's the thing, no matter what, if that is true, you better buy this game. If you want a sequel, a brand new Star Fox game, you're going to have to buy this one. That's just the truth. And everyone's like, oh, Nintendo finally remembered Star Fox. You do realize there technically was a new Star Fox game. Technically. And that's very heavy, even though the version with Star Fox is has a Star Fox focused story to it. technically isn't made by Nintendo, and it's only in the Switch version, which is that game Starlink, I think it was called. It's that it was like that Toys to Life spaceship game made by Ubisoft. That technically is the new Star Fox. It was a new Star Fox game. So they remember Star Fox. Like everyone's saying, like, oh, Nintendo's finally remembers. No, they know Star Fox. But here's the reason why we never see new games like F-Zero or Star Fox. It's because no one buys those games. Everyone says they're huge fans of them and they want a new game. Then start buying them. Start buying them. They remember these series and they only release them a new game if they see that there is a audience for it. And at the moment, with previous games and series, there didn't seem to be that much of an audience because no one was buying them. And of course, the Wii U game I don't think is a great thing to say because the reviews of that game were bad, and also the Wii U already had a very small player base. But if you want more Star Fox games, if you want new original stories that isn't just a remake, Star Fox 64 again, or Star Fox 1, buy this game. Buy this game. That's the simplest answer I can give you. Buy this game. And yes, it does suck a little that companies are like, oh, you want more games in this series? Better buy this game, or you won't see anymore. I do agree that suck. But hey, because we had Samus Returns, look what we got after buying Samus Returns. Metroid Dread, the long-awaited Metroid Dread. We got Metroid Dread. And we got Metroid Prime 4. Because they released Samus Returns as a remake and as kind of like a test game. And it did so well that we finally got Metroid Dread. And I love this game. And I'm happy that we finally got that game. So what I'm saying is buy the Star Fox game if you want new Star Fox games. That's just the simple answer, and that's how businesses do things. And that's been business for years. It's not like a new thing. Do I fully agree with it? No, I think it's still scummy no matter what. No matter what business does it. It's a scummy practice, I kind of believe. But it is a business. It is a business, and you want to make money. That's just the truth. So, the best thing I can say is buy this new Star Fox game. I'm going to buy it when I get my Switch, which I hope is soon. And I cannot wait. And before I go, I do have a Twitch channel, which is twitch.tv/DriverRocks. That is twitch.tv/DriverRocks. That is twitch.tv/DriverRocks. I stream lots of type of games. Horror games, first-person games, third-person games, narrative story games, adventure games, point-and-click games, platformers, 3D platformers, 2D platformers, indie to AAA to AA. I play them all. I play whatever game I feel like playing, because I love games. Of course, the main focus that has always been on my channel is horror, but I do love all types of games. So if you love video games and you want to see me play them, then go to my Twitch, which is twitch.tv/DriverRocks. I also do live reactions to game events. Like, there's going to be a Summer Game Fest happening soon, and an Xbox Showcase. And apparently there's a rumored State of Play and a Nintendo Direct. So, who knows? Who knows if those are real or not. But if they are, I will be live reacting to them on my Twitch. At the moment, I will say the gameplay stuff, the playthroughs, live playthroughs, have been kind of put on hold because I'm waiting until I get new hardware, new computer hardware and shit. So until then, they have been put on hold, but I still recommend you follow me so you know when I do go live. The link is in the description, but also put the URL in your URL bar. And yeah, thank you for watching. Tell me what you guys think about the new Star Fox game. Are you excited? Is this a system seller? If you didn't buy a Switch 2 yet, are you gonna now buy a Switch 2 because of this remake? Or are you still holding out for like the big game, like a new Zelda game or a new Mario game. Who knows? Just tell me in the comments, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.